Hey, what's up guys, Grasshopper here, and welcome back to another Overwatch video. This is going to be a guide video on the new hero to Overwatch, Wrecking Ball, or as most people are going to call him, Hammond, the hamster. He seems like a pretty cool hero, so we're going to jump right in and do an overview of the new hero. So Wrecking Ball is a tank hero. He has low to medium power, he has 500 health and 100 armor, and he's a high mobility hero, and then also according to the Overwatch website, he is a 3-star hero, which means he is a high difficulty to use. Wrecking Ball's weapons are the quad cannons. This is 2 hit scan guns on the side of his mech with 80 rounds per mag, and it can hit headshots. Firing the cannons will shoot a round from each side, and together they do 10 damage per trigger pull, which is 2 shots. Overall, the quad cannons have an average DPS of 100, and they reload in 2 seconds. You can reload while switching into ball mode, similar to Tracer's Blink, so you're going to want to do that. And this isn't Wrecking Ball's main source of damage, but they are used to clean up weak enemies. You'll want to roll or slam into an enemy and then finish them off with these guns. Wrecking Ball's abilities are on your screen now. His ultimate is Minefield, and this is used with Q on PC, Y on console. Wrecking Ball deploys a field of long-lasting proximity mines that explode on impact with enemies to do damage and knock them back. Each mine will do 130 damage, but the knockback will usually cause an enemy to hit multiple mines, killing them. Once the mines hit the ground, they'll take about 3 seconds to activate, and you can drop them from the air to cover a larger area. The mines can be destroyed by enemies, so the key to this ultimate is timing, zoning, or area denial. If the enemies are pushing in, you can drop the mines above where they are going or where they can escape to maximize their effectiveness. When you're attacking, you can add this ultimate into the regular combo of swinging in and above the enemy team or behind them, drop the mines, then pile driver a weak enemy and immediately begin shooting them. This ultimate is really good at denying an objective or choke, as the enemies will have to destroy the mines to move in, or you can block the enemy team in with your team, as in you put the mines behind the enemies and then your team pushes in towards the enemy team, because where are they going to go? One key point to mention is Reinhardt's barrier will hard counter the minefield, as he can just walk into them to set them off and only damage his barrier. Wrecking Ball's first ability is Roll. This is used with Shift on PC and left bumper on console, specifically Xbox. This ability just transforms Hammond between ball form and quadruped form. As a ball, he can move slightly faster but can't shoot. There is no cooldown with his abilities, so you can switch whenever you want. Using the grappling claw while in quadruped form will automatically transform Hammond into a ball, and shooting while in ball form will automatically switch Hammond into quadruped form, so you don't always need to use this ability to switch forms. Wrecking Ball's next ability is Grappling Claw, and this is used with right mouse button or left trigger on console. Wrecking Ball launches a Grappling Claw, allowing him to anchor to an object or wall and enable him to swing from this point. This is how he gains a lot of speed, by swinging around the anchor point, and the max speed is 20 meters per second. If he releases the claw to roll along the ground, he will keep the momentum for a while, and this ability cools down in 5 seconds. If Wrecking Ball hits an enemy when moving at top speed, he will do 50 damage and knock them back. You can try to knock enemies off the map with this, but don't kill yourself too. Another use of this ability is gaining high ground by anchoring high above Hammond and swinging up into the air or over the enemies to drop on them. The final way to use Grappling Claw is attaching to an object like the payload, which allows Hammond to roll around the point at top speed, damaging enemies along the way. Wrecking Ball's next ability is Pile Driver. This is used with the crouch button, so Control on PC or B on Xbox. When Wrecking Ball is at least 10 meters in the air, you can press crouch to make him slam into the ground to damage and knock enemies up in the air. The area effect is an 8-meter radius, and the damage scales from the center from 100 to 20 damage. This ability cools down in 10 seconds. So this is the perfect engagement ability, as it allows you to set an enemy up to be killed. The easiest combo for Wrecking Ball is swinging into the enemy team to push them back and damage them. Then while in the air above the enemy you want to attack, you use Pile Driver to damage and knock them into the air. Immediately start shooting that enemy, and they should die pretty quick. Then you can use Adaptive Shield to keep yourself alive and either get out or focus down another enemy. The only other use for Pile Driver would be avoiding a McCree Deadeye if you find yourself swinging through the air when you hear those infamous words.
It's high noon.
You just press crouch and you should get out of the way, hopefully. Wrecking Ball's next ability is Adaptive Shield. This is used with E on PC or right bumper on Xbox. Wrecking Ball can activate temporary shields to boost his defenses. You gain 100 shield on use, but you gain 100 bonus shield for each enemy nearby. And there's an enemy counter in the bottom left of the screen, so you can track this. This shielding lasts until destroyed or for 7 seconds, and it cools down in 15 seconds. You can potentially boost your health to 1300 with this ability if you use the shields when all 6 enemies are around you. The strat for this ability is to use it after engaging on the enemies, or if you're caught out by the enemy team, as it can give you more health and let you escape. Let's move on to Wrecking Ball's counters. So Wrecking Ball is the best dive tank because he can jump on targets quickly, kill them, and get out, and his movement speed is out of this world. So he counters Widowmaker, McCree, Soldier 76, Symmetra, Junkrat, Zenyatta, and sometimes Hanzo, Zarya, Ana, Tracer, Genji, Moira, and Doomfist if some of their abilities are down. Wrecking Ball is weak to crowd control and burst damage, so he's countered by Pharah, Sombra, Brigitte, Roadhog, Reaper, Orisa, Bastion, Mei, and sometimes Hanzo. Let's move on to the how to use Wrecking Ball. To use Wrecking Ball effectively, you need to master his movement and act as a flanking dive tank. You should be looking to counter an enemy Widowmaker or attack their healers, but don't get caught alone by all the enemies or you'll be bursted down. You're an annoyance to the enemy team, similar to Tracer, but you have a lot more health, so you're free to be even crazier at the cost of doing less damage. You want to knock enemies out of high ground positions or towards your teammates. You have to be the first one to engage and make space for your team to push in. You can kind of peel for your own backline, but you're not the best one for the job, as a diva would be a lot better. Using the grappling claw is the hardest part of his kit, but keep your movement speed maxed out as much as possible to knock enemies away and practice swinging up into the air or backwards. When going for a kill, make sure you have Adaptive Shield on cooldown and follow the combo of swinging in, pile driving, using Adaptive Shield if necessary, and then cleaning up the weak enemies with your quad cannons. The ultimate, Minefield, is almost strictly a zoning ultimate, so use it to deny enemies space or put it behind the enemy team and have your team push them into it. The final tip I have is if you're not doing a lot or if you are being countered easily, you need to switch, just like every hero in this game, because you can't force something to work, and Hammond can definitely get punished. Wrecking Ball is a crazy new type of hero that brings a different skill set to Overwatch. He's definitely not for everyone, but if you like tanks or flankers, you might enjoy him. The new meta might just be a triple tank dive comp with Ana and Lucio as healers, but we'll just have to wait and see. That's it for my overview of Wrecking Ball or Hammond. I hope you guys enjoyed it and learned something. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe for more content soon. As always, I'm Grasshopper, and I hope you all had a good day. See you later.
I keep it going, I'm rolling and flowing, I'm coasting, I got them all trolling me right. I just keep growing and showing them knowing I'm owning this flow, you can catch me outside. Gonna get them all with a little payback. Never gonna fall, I'ma stay on the attack. Put them up against the wall as I finish every track. Never gonna stall, no, I'm never gonna slack. I've been like working and learning and searching for something to push my shit over the edge. I'ma keep burning and turning the profit, you know I can't